What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Arty 84 show. This is episode 254. It's been a long time coming. We've taken some time off, but we have a new co-host here with us today, Kenny Capozzi. Did I say that? Capozzi, right?
Capozzi, you're fucking Italian kid. Come on.
Capozzi.
Although, what is it? How do you say it? Demaria?
Yeah.
Demaria? How do you
Yeah.
say it?
No, actually, it's pretty good. It's right on there. Actually, right on. The Madia, yeah. It's a North
Demaria.
Shore thing,
I
right?
usually get, I usually spell your name wrong because I know you were doing stand up for a little bit, right?
Yeah, dude, they spell it wrong all the time. They'll add an R
Yeah.
or like a fucking like a C to the end. What the hell is that? I gotta
Glad
spell it out, you know?
I got one P and two Z's, and it bothers the shit out of me because it's like, motherfucker, you looked at my name. Do you know what
Right.
I mean? It's like it's all done through like online, and then it'll be like two P's and one Z, or two, and it's just like it's one P and two Z's. It's like it's fake, but whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. It should be easy, right? Whatever. It's the a lot of Italian last names like that, you know? It's fucking crazy. So you grew up on
Yeah.
Eastie?
Yeah. Yeah. Born and raised, dropped out of East Boston High. You know,
Nice.
I got my GED my junior year in Salesians down on Paris Street. They had an
Hmm.
alternative high school. And Manino gave me my GED in Faneuil Hall.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
East
It sounds fictional,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
happened.
It's like a Hollywood movie, how everything
Yeah,
turns out, you know?
you know that brick building like in front of like Quincy Market, like at the bottom of the
Yeah.
stairs. Is that like, I was inside there. It was like East, South, Charlestown, Roxbury. They all had like city roots, so all like fucked up kids from each of those places that went there.
Yeah.
Passed their GD, got a city roots diploma handed by Menino.
That's
So,
pretty funny.
yeah. I had to argue with my friend. He's like, Menino did not give you your GED. I'm like, I'm fucking telling you. I called my dad, on like doing a podcast years ago, and then my dad's like, yeah, we went and gave him the GED.
He was a hell of a mayor, though. I gotta tell you, for the city of Boston, compared to some of the goofballs that's come after him,
He kept gay chicken out of Boston.
that's true. He did do that. That was yes, I did
He
forget
did.
about that.
Yeah, I love calling it gay chicken. I would catch on because he would hate that. You know what I mean? My
Yes,
kid calls it gay chicken. He's like, Dad, we gonna get gay chicken?
I remember
This
that.
is
It was the
good.
whole
Chick-fil-A.
yeah, it was like the whole Chick-fil-A shit. Everyone was why does this guy want Chick-fil-A in the city? It just doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, they're against
No,
gays.
he
They can't have them
didn't.
in the
He
city.
didn't. You know, Mamino's dead against having them there, but now they're there. You know,
Right,
he stood
exactly.
up
Yeah, yeah.
for you know,
Yeah, he
and
wanted
yeah,
nothing.
and gentrification.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always bizarre when they try to keep like a company like out of a city like that. It's like why? Like how does that make any sense?
Well, it's because they were homophobic.
Yeah,
That's
I
what it
guess so.
was. You know,
Well, yeah, the company was. Yeah,
that,
right.
you know, they were against like gay marriage. I don't know how homophobic they were, but you know, what I mean, they're still pretty religious. They close on Sunday, you know,
Yeah, it's fucking
but it's
crazy.
good chicken.
It is good chicken though. It is. It's probably yeah.
You know, it's not bad.
But
Milkshakes, it's all right. I'll still eat it.
yeah, it's not gonna stop you. It's where you draw the line is on chicken, right? After that, it's like
But I think calling it gay chicken is hilarious.
it
You
is
know,
pretty funny. It is funny.
just because they hate us. Like, why do they keep calling us gay chicken? You know,
It'd be like a good chick name of a chicken place down in P Town. People are like, oh,
yeah,
there you
yeah,
go. That
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
That's hilarious. Down something else, dude. I remember the time I went there. I just like I've only been there like once, maybe twice, but like just driving down there, dude, because it's like so far and all the sand and shit. You look like you're on a different planet. You know, it
Oh
almost
yeah.
looks like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Something.
I've never driven there. I've taken the boat there a couple times, and it is kind of the same thing. Like you just leave land and you see ocean for miles, and then all of a sudden, land shows up again, and it's P Town.
Yes, it's a fun place.
I wonder what I think it's with the settlers team when they came over from like England. They were like, "Oh, where we go?" And all of a sudden, there's P Town. They kept on going.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny, dude, if there were like gay Indians there. Like gay, it's just always been that way. You know?
Right? It's like
Gay natives and shit, dude.
you'd be like, "Damn!" The first place
So,
we
yeah,
hit, there's these weird Indians there. Then we kept on going, and then They
Yeah.
hit land. It was just weird. We didn't know what happened.
There's no women. They seem to be having fun. I don't know what's going on.
Right? Yeah, right. There's no drama there. It was a drama-free place. It was great. It's a true story.
I like the fucking AJ Happy's down there. He's always doing that paperback comedy. They got tons of good shows down the Cape now and shit.
Oh, did it
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I was in Plymouth the other night at some brewery, and that was good. It was packed, dude. It was fun. I
Yeah.
walked in, dude, and it was Tavern on the Wharf in Plymouth on a Thursday night, and I walked in, and all this like fairly old people eating seafood. It's about 8 o'clock, so and it's packed, dude. But I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna go.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right, right.
this doesn't quite look like my crowd, because they might. So I'm like, I'll just scale it back a little bit, not be like too offensive, because I'm funny, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I think everyone had a good set. It was fun.
Yeah, those shows kind of scary.
Yeah,
I used
because you never know how people are gonna take jokes. You know what I mean?
right. I used to do one at the Margaritas in Revere on Thursdays, and it was like kind of a scheduled show, and there'd be people like staying at the hotel, like old people have no idea. They just came down for dinner, and they got like ambushed by a comedy show.
Yeah, yeah, girl comedy.
Yeah. He's like these old ladies are sitting there, and I get some asshole from Saugus comes in. Every other word's fuck this, fuck that, and these little old ladies just looking at him like, "What the fuck is this?"
Right, a couple of guys just got off work. They just want to watch the game or something. They're like, "Hey,
Yeah,
how about my dick?" And you're like, "What the
yeah.
fuck is this shit?"
It
All
was
they start
funny.
yelling at the crowd. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
like I would tell the guys, I'd be like, "Hey, listen," I go, "You gotta understand, like, not everyone here is for the comedy show, so just kind of keep it like, PG-13. Try not to get too crazy. In case there's a kid there, because sometimes there's kids there, and they would just go
Yeah, there's
off
kids
and
there. Like, yeah, yeah, it's tough, dude. I hate when I see kids there. I seen a
oh
guy
yeah,
from Vegas. It was shit. I can't remember his name, but it was one of those comedy party shows like Alex Jim Papa, and it
hmm
was in Austin or Brighton or something. It was at a sushi place, but there was a kid in the crowd. And the first guy that got up, he goes, just went right up to the kid. He goes, "So what's the dirtiest word you know?" Like with his parents, and he's looking at his parents like, "Can I say?" You know what I mean? I forget what he said, but it kind of broke the ice. I was, all right, this
yeah.
is all right. It was a good move.
Yeah, I was helping like working at a political party, and I got a couple comics to do the show, and the first couple guys were fine, and then one of the guys brought another guy. I didn't know anything about him, and I was like, yeah, yeah, he could do like whatever, fill the time. And it was the dirtiest, it was the most inappropriate stuff for a political party. There was kids there, was families there. It was really awkward.
Yeah, that's tough, dude. You gotta it's a time and a place. You're
Right.
like you just scale it back. Usually, like dirty shit works like once the crowd's like it late
Right.
show. You know what I
Loosened
mean?
up a little
Everyone's
bit.
already
Right.
had. Yeah, yeah. You don't want to just come in. So how about come? It's like, oh,
Yeah, you don't need that. I said to him, I go, didn't you read the room? Like, you look around and be like, maybe that joke's not gonna land pretty good.
yeah, it's funny. Sometimes you're like, when I'll bomb, and sometimes when it's not working, something in my head's like, go harder. You know what I mean? It's like they're like
Yeah.
me anyway. They're definitely not gonna like this. Instead of trying to scale back, like I go just fuck it because I'm already fucked. You know what I mean? Once you lose
Right.
them, they're lost.
No, that's true. You sit there,
It's
you're
hard to
like,
dig out.
yeah, be like how high, how deep can I land this missile? Like, I'm just gonna keep on going full
Yeah,
speed.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're like, screw it. Should I pull back? You're like, no, no, no. Fuck it. I'm up here for a few more.
Stop picking fights with old
Get it out
ladies
of
in
my
the crowd.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that. I won't. That's crazy. I like those shows where they don't know comedy's going on and everyone's not paying attention to you. They're drinking with their friends or whatever. Their backs are to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you get up there and then you start your shit and all of a sudden they quiet down, I turn on and wonder what's going on. That's when you got them. You know what I mean?
hmm
That's like that's something. And then the next person gets up, they start doing some of the shit, and they're like, fuck this guy, and they start going back to what they do, and the crowd gets loud again. They're not paying attention. But if you can
Right.
get them to shut the fuck up, dude, then you got something. That's fun.
Absolutely.
Because they're not there for that. They're not there for comedy, just like you said. It's one thing
Right.
playing the club. Everyone's paying attention, phone, and you can lose those crowds too, but at least they're there.
Right.
expecting to laugh usually. Some of them are expected to be offended. I feel like sometimes, just looking for a fucking, like, what did you say? What does that mean? It's like, shut the, I did Laugh Boston a little while ago. It was like one of those gong show type 5 things. And this
Yep.
lady was up front and she was talking through everybody's set. Right. And I said this joke. I was talking, it's a little, it was like, was talking about abortion, and I go, me and my girl already made the decision. If we have if she ever does get pregnant, we're gonna boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. We're gonna name the kid in utero. I mean, we're gonna name the kid Nirvana because it's never gonna make it past the utero. She was like, I don't get it.
Oh
Like
man.
all these people behind her are laughing. You know,
Right, right, right.
It's like and I granted to understand that joke, you have to know a few things. Like
Right.
Bono band, they never made an album after In Utero. You know what I mean? Because he killed himself. So it's like, I'm like that joke would kill in Seattle. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a very I was gonna say it was a very specific target, but when landed, does work very well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Some people did get it. And
Right.
she's like, I don't get it. I'm like, lady, all those other people get it. Shut the fuck up. And then they bombed me. But like all the comments were like, "Fucking dude, Kenny's nuts, dude. He just told his lady to shut the fuck up." It's like, yeah, she needed to shut up. She was talking through everybody's set. Up front, dude. It's like someone make her shut the fuck up. Whatever.
And that's the worst part too, because that place is a comedy club. So you go in there for comedy. It's not like you were surprised. You were eating dinner and you were surprised.
Right, right. She was in the front, like it's like, lady, this isn't a conversation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
These comics are up here trying to do an act. They're not talking to you. We're not here to explain the fucking jokes. If you don't get it, you don't get it.
Hmm.
Other people got it. And you hear the laughs and shit. You're like, go fuck yourself. It was brutal, dude. I went like in on her, but I usually don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't get
It,
crowd work.
yeah, comedy. I mean, comedy club's not for everyone. Some people just should just stay home.
100%, dude. Like like it's not a place you go to socialize. If you're
No,
going to a comedy club, it's like going to the movie theater. You're going to
exactly.
watch a movie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, some people do talk through the movie though. Those people are a special type of assholes. But like, those are the same people that shouldn't be going to
You know
comedy
what I was good.
clubs.
You know what I was gonna say? I bit my tongue, right?
Those people are just like, listen, just stop talking. All right.
It's funny.
But it's the case, But yeah, it's the toughest part. Like, um, like shows like you said, down in like a restaurant or like you don't know what the kind of crowds are, or the crowds like are such a spectrum. Like there's like young kids there that were just hanging out, and then there's old people there who just like they just need something to do on a Thursday, I guess. Oh, it's those are rough. Those types of rooms for me.
Yeah, if I see kids, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's terrible. I did the anchor in Charlestown over the summer, and there was some kids there. You pay attention to the other comics, and they were like saying some shit, dude. So I was like, fuck it, I gotta say some shit too. It didn't go well, but I was like, I'm not the first guy to, what I
Right.
mean? Like the window was already open. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, fucking, I guess whatever. I talk like talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
say, fuck. My mother said, talks like I talked. You know. Like it's funny, you go on Urban Dictionary, right? And you look up East Boston, it's like they have the worst months in all of Boston. They're just like, I don't know why. But evidently it's a thing because they wrote it too.
You're right.
It's funny.
Yeah,
But you
there's no.
guys are right there for a bit, you
Oh
know?
yeah. Oh yeah. Every other word. It's growing up. It's what you hear.
Yeah.
It's yelling at you.
It's like I can like bite my tongue like and there's a time and a place, but if I'm being myself, I'm just
Right.
talking. It's hard. Like
But
being
a
on
lot
the
of people.
job, dude, do construction.
Oh yeah.
So it's like like, hey, fucking chill. I start going on something, dude, talking to somebody, and we're like, just
But there's no
happens.
no one from Boston has filters. That's the thing. Like if someone's gonna say something to you, you're just gonna say it right back to you, and they don't really care. You know what I mean? It's like,
100%. Yeah.
so
It's just like that. You know what I mean? You don't even think, dude. You just fucking talk.
I was at a Jaguars game with like four guys from Revere down in Florida. This freaking kid in front of us was just talking shit, like out of control, just running his mouth the entire time. He ended up getting kicked out, but they ended up kicking him out after the first quarter of the game because he was obnoxious. He was annoying all the other people around him. We were we were poking the bear
That's
a little
pretty wild to get
bit,
out of a football game. You
right?
know, like everyone's like pretty fucking.
They went from like fuck these Patriots fans to like yeah this guy, and then it's like oh this guy sucks, get him out of here. And he's sitting there and he's like screaming at all these people and he's yelling and stuff. And we're like, come on, dude, come on, what? He kept on going. He couldn't even fucking stand up. And it's like let him roll, let him go, get himself kicked out. Sure enough, he got himself kicked out of the freaking game. Like what an idiot, you know? It's like for no reason whatsoever.
That's funny. Yeah, it's always like I love alcohol, but there's like a fine line, dude. You know, like I was drinking I was drinking the Tito's too much, dude.
Yeah,
Like I went back to beer, right? Because I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like doing like handle every 2 days, like home, and then like I'd still go out to like do mics and do shows. Like I haven't really like backed out on a show, but
yep,
I've totally been on stage at like an open mic, dude, and be like, go up there, like, all right, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other thing, and then I get up there and I start, and then fucking lights out because I don't remember, but I know I'm
right,
fucking da, 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 you know what I mean? And it's like not a good look,
yeah.
not a good look. I have to scale it back.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
fine line. I'm the same exact way. You just don't know sometimes how well you do, how well you don't do. Like, cause hey, if you drink like one or two beers, you can just get tired and you're not as sharp. But if you're pretty loaded and you
yeah.
go up there, like you things could work pretty well. Except don't expect yourself to remember anything. You kind of just make sure you just kind of goes off the top of your tongue, you know?
Yeah, which I like to remember the whole night.
Right,
It's like that's nice. I don't like to wake up and be like, "How the fuck did I get here?" But you know what I
right,
mean? I'm sure we've all had that happen, though. It
right.
happens. You're like, "Fuck, I got home."
Yeah, those are scary. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's like what happened between these hours? You're trying to
right.
backtrack and shit. That's fucking
Yeah, I did this one show. I had
not good.
couple glasses of wine. I went on stage. I tried something new.
Little Vino,
Yeah,
huh?
which I never really. I think I never tried before I went on, and I'm like, I went on. It was like, wow. I was just kind of firing off. It was good. I was feeling good, and then like I didn't. I went to. I went. I did two shows that night. I went to another one. I was just drinking beer after that way, and I got so tired. And it was probably the vibe of the room too. It was like in Lowell, and it was like in a side of a restaurant, and like if there was bad acoustics, and the seats were very narrow, and like it was like doing stand up in a school bus. Kind of. It was the feel.
That's well.
It was like people all the way in the back, and you screaming to people. It was like a practice amp with a microphone attached to it.
Oh, that's brutal, dude. They were doing an open mic at the Tam on a Tuesday, and it was like a setup like that, where it's like kind of like a small speaker, and that
Yeah.
Tam motherfuckers are just there to drink it, and they don't give
Oh
a shit
yeah.
what's going. But they would watch you do like a mix of both, but it would get loud, and then you try to like scream over the crowd because the fucking it wasn't loud enough.
Right.
But they
Right.
weren't paying
Right.
attention anyway.
You just yell it. You know.
Yeah, yeah, just fucking screaming at the void and shit. Look like fucking Hitler in the bar room when he's fucking trying to amass fucking
Yeah.
army.
Right.
Like, ah.
Yeah. Did you ever do the mic that was at the bowling alley off of Boylston Street? I don't know what bowling alley it's called, but it's like
No, Kings or something.
maybe Kings. Yeah. So they used to do on I think it was Tuesday nights, and it was in the room, but like the room was close enough to the bowling alley that like you just constantly hear pins getting like smacked the entire time you're on stage.
That's terrible.
You'd
That's
be
it's
saying
like doing Nick's comedy. You do a Nick's comedy stop sometimes, and they'll put you downstairs if there isn't enough like ticket sales and shit, or they got like something going on upstairs. And the thing
yeah.
going on upstairs will be like a private party with a fucking DJ, and the fucking chandeliers will fucking like and you're like, what the fuck, dude? Brutal,
Yeah, I
brutal.
remember
But
that. Actually, I did a show there in the basement. I think it was on Valentine's Day, and they had upstairs sold out for like a club or something like that. And yeah, the whole entire time you're downstairs, you just hear boom, boom, It's
Not
like sounds like
brutal.
you've been taken over by aliens. Who the
Fucking
fuck is?
brutal, dude. Fucking the guy from Revere. I don't know if you ever met him. I only fucking met him. I think I met him like once and shit. But Matt Mishy, dude,
Yeah,
he took
yeah, I know.
over.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
he's killing it, dude. He seems to be doing a great fucking job because it was, it was getting like low depending on like who and what was playing shit. But he seemed to like turn it back around. And he's got like all the old headliners coming in and doing sets and shit, dude. And I haven't been there yet since he's done it, but he looks like he's doing a hell of a job. You know,
What's the name of the place he's doing now? What was it called?
Nick's Comedy Stop, dude.
Oh, he took over Nick. Oh, okay. All right. All right. That's what I thought you said. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, okay.
Probably like maybe a month or two ago max. Now he's got all like the giggles guys and shit headlining. It didn't seem like they were. I don't know what the deal was, like the politics to it, whatever. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But it
Right.
didn't seem
Right.
like a lot of those older comics were going there. And Nick's was just getting a lot of like local talent and occasional like New York, people that weren't going good enough for laugh yet. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Shit like that. Good, but it's not good enough. But he seemed to fucking all the pictures that I see, dude, it's like packed, even upstairs, like, because they had been just going down, like, mostly downstairs. Occasionally it'd be upstairs. But I don't know. They moved down the street. They moved to Little Chuck, which is like the
Okay.
Charles Playhouse, but it's downstairs. It's a nice, it's cool. I've done like a show on a Thursday there, the Townie show, but
Yeah.
I haven't been there for like a Friday. But it's a nice room. But it's cool to be like seeing, you got Nick's going on over here, and then you got Little Chop going on fucking three doors down, and both seem to be
Right.
doing well. So that's nice. It's almost like back to like what you used to hear about Boston comedy, you know?
Yeah. It's
Because
funny
there's a
because
lot of
Mich
talent.
right for sure. Yeah. I think I actually worked with Mishy's brother, but yeah, that was the thing with at the Giggles. They had their crew that always
Yeah,
worked there. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? It was tough. It was tough to get into the
yeah.
club. In general, like
I
you
have
know,
not in yet. And I feel like I would do well being from East Boston. Do you know what I'm
right.
saying? I got a lot of material related kind of to, that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I would do well there.
Yeah.
But whatever. Some
I wonder.
say maybe I seen some kids go through. Justice has got in there. Jimmy Cash.
Yeah.
Who else? But there is people that get up there. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Right.
Maybe someday I will. I would
I
love to,
wonder.
dude, because that's like a goal.
Yeah. I wonder if it's because it's like more or less like a family, not a family like with bring your kids, but more like that kind of oriented crowd that goes to Giggles. So they're very particular who they get for
I mean,
comics to make sure it's like
I,
to
be-
their, you know,
I believe 100%. I believe you're right.
yeah,
I think Mike Clark almost wants you to be like clean. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? But like they're not clean. He's got fucking Lenny and
right,
Steve Sweeney and shit, dude. They're not clean. I remember I watched Lenny. The only time I had met Mike Clark, and Lenny actually, they were hosting an open mic at in Broadway on whatever on Somerville Broadway something, right?
yep,
I forget what the name of the place is. It's still that beautiful place because there's a restaurant, and then you go in the back room and it's got a fucking stage, and it was like wicked nice, right? So they had a list. I didn't get on the list, right? So, like waiting, trying to get on the list, and it was supposed to be like 4 or 5 minute sets. The first comic gets up and he's just going, right? It's like not really going anywhere, right? And I'm just waiting for somebody to get this fucking kid off stage, right? So I go from where I'm sitting to Mike, and I'm like, I tap him, and I'm like, hey, who's keeping fucking time? You know what I mean? He's
yeah,
like,
right,
what? And I was, can I get a spot? Can I get a spot? Will you get the fuck from me, dude? And I was like, just saying, somebody's gonna keep time. I'd like to get a spot, maybe. So they
right,
ended up putting me on last, and I was a little dirtier maybe than I could have been. I should have probably
right.
did. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how come doggy style is the only position I can fuck my dog in? What the fuck, guy? Whatever. Yeah.
It is. It's just, I don't know. It's like almost like I almost thought of it like it almost being like a sacred place too up there. Like
Yeah, no, me too, dude. Being
you
from
know,
Eastie, dude. Hell
yeah.
yeah. And the Kowloon is the same
The,
way.
the loon too, right? And I feel like the
Yeah.
loon was always like it was such a rivalry between the across the street from each other, right? Because like you would have like Seinfeld and stuff go to like in the early days being Kowloons, right? And then you have all the like the
Yeah,
more
Bill
of a New
Burr
England thing.
drops into fucking
Yeah,
giggles. You
right.
know what I
It's
mean?
like
So it's definitely like,
Right. It was like, the rest of the country versus like the Boston comics on this side. And it was like the top of the top and all that stuff. And like, it's nice to see
But
all
they get a
that.
lot.
Yeah.
They get crossover. You know what I mean? You see
Right.
guys playing both drums. It's not like that bad where they're like, you can't
No.
fucking work
No,
there.
right.
Like some
No,
LA
right, right.
shit, you know?
Right. No, but it was like back in like the day when like nowadays it's different. But like back then it was like really like it was cool because you had like a couple perspectives all around. It's like, it's weird. I don't know what happened. You remember like in the 90s, like stand up was like just huge, right? You had like these big premiere comics, and then it kind of dipped down a little bit, and then like it was like the late 2010s. It was like with Dane Cook and all that stuff coming back. All of a sudden, stand up was like cool, and there was like a younger crowd and stuff. And like that kind of peaked, and I think it's kind of like COVID kind of stunned it a little bit and kind of went down a bit. I don't know. What do you think?
I, COVID definitely killed a lot of shit. But I
Yeah,
don't think that, I mean, some people actually, not well, they profited, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Like capitalized on it. You know what I mean? Like,
you're
Are
right.
You Garbage podcast? I don't know if you've seen that shit. Kippy and Hank, fucking, they were really nobody. Started a podcast during the pandemic, and now their fucking Patreon's huge. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So it's like there are people that made it work. You know what I mean?
Right,
It kind of destroyed my podcast. Not that we were anything, but like we were, doing it weekly, and then the time just slipped away and just stopped, really fucking with each
right,
other. You know what I mean? Like we'll
right,
see
right.
each other in passing and shit like that. But it wasn't like it was.
Yeah,
That didn't help. But I feel like it definitely took a hit, dude, because it was you didn't get up, dude. You weren't getting
yeah,
up. You know what I mean? It was
exactly.
like we were doing fucking comedy outside, fucking comedy in all fucking stupid places. People were still like scared. You know what I mean? People that were
Yeah,
like, "You're fucking gonna kill everybody." It's just like fucking relax. You know what I
right.
mean? There's still people like that fucking are upset. You get both sides, dude, and they're both fucking crazy, dude. You're like, they killed thousands with the vaccine and fucking they fucking you gotta wear it's like you guys it's like I don't want anything to do with either of you people. Do you know what I'm saying, dude?
Right.
It's too much, dude. It's like this is your fucking identity now. Like you're just gonna
Yeah.
be like posting all this angry shit, dude. It's just like I can't do it, dude. Because like no matter what side you want to be on, you could be angry. I haven't watched the
Right.
news in like 20 years. I just haven't, dude.
Smart.
I
Yeah.
don't watch the news. I'll see like the shit and I'll read the articles and shit, but I won't walk in. But these people, they just fucking it's their whole identity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're either one side or the other side, and they're right, and they don't want to hear shit, dude, and they just want to yell about it, how the other side sucks. And I'm like, I don't want to hear any of this shit, dude. I just want to have a good time and enjoy my life while I'm here. Like, imagine getting your blood pressure up like that, dude. It's like, why do you watch this shit, dude?
Right.
Like, why
That's
do you
true.
subject yourself to just getting angry? It's like, it's not going to matter. They're going to do what they're going to do. You're going to pay your taxes and go to fucking work. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
You can't beat the system. And you do beat the system. What's your new fucking idea? Do you know what I mean? You still need public school, you still need the police, you still need the fire department, you still need hospitals. What are you gonna do? Like you need all that shit that's already in place, dude. It's like I don't know. It's too much, dude. It's like just shut the fuck up and go with the flow. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't
Right.
want them to rob you, but they're gonna rob. I don't know. There's nothing you can't help it. I don't know if you can't. What are you gonna do? Protest? Like, dude, remember when they had the straight pride parade? In Boston, dude. There was like Milo, and like
Oh
there
yeah.
was like five like yeah. There was like it was like so small, dude. Like the group of people that were like, we're straight white men and we're gonna protest, and there was like 20 people, right? And there was thousands of people that went to go and anti-protest these idiots. It's like just let them be idiots and ignore them. It's like just ignore those fucking people. But no, it's like you want to go out and have police presence and all this shit. And it's just like, for what, dude? You people are more fucking cause more of a ruckus than these guys. You just ignored them and let them be like, yeah, and not pay attention. Then they're not gonna get like why give them anything? Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Yeah, that's
It's like
that went wild. I forgot what we originally started talking about.
I don't know, but you do remember that shit, right? There was like
I
thousands of
do.
people, like fuck those people, and it's just 20 fucking idiots. Like, who cares, dude? You know,
Right.
they get people getting arrested and shit. Dude, you're like, over what? Like, what are you? What? So you just got arrested because you're being a dickhead at the protest. What does that solve? You know what I
I mean,
mean? It's like,
I'll
oh,
be
I'm
honest
doing
with
it for the cause. You know?
you. Right. I have
I
no.
don't know.
I don't have the energy to protest. I don't know where these people find this energy. To be honest with you, it's nothing that I'm that passionate about that I have to go out and protest for. I really isn't. I
No,
think at this point in my life, I just let it be. Just whatever it is, it's gonna be.
yeah. All right, it'd have to be like Red Dawn. If it's like Red
I
Dawn,
mean,
it's
yeah.
like Russians, then I'll
I,
do something about it. You know what I mean?
right. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'm passionate enough to go out there and fight in the front line, but I mean, I'd figure out a way to find some shelter at some point. But I don't think I'd be that motivated at that point. I just think it is what it is. I think it's over.
Well, I think I would do something if they were. It's like so funny. Like China's gonna fucking take us over. It's
Right.
like China. Why the fuck would they want to bother us? I
Right.
mean, do you imagine people trying to put a bunch of crazy Americans like in line? Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, they're not trying like this. They can't control. We're a fucking mess. Like, you're gonna be like, all of a sudden, we're gonna be like, yes, sir, no, sir. Like, everyone's gonna be like, go fuck yourself. Like, they can't. I don't know. I
They'll
feel
just
like
watch
it's
us.
it's far fetched.
Right. They'll just watch us self-destruct. That's what they'll do. They'll watch us just attack our own. They'll take ourselves down at this
Yeah, I
point.
don't know. I don't know. They're just like, not going what's it called? What are those planes? Like a crop duster, right?
Oh
But
yeah,
just with
yeah.
fentanyl. Like
Okay.
just with fentanyl, dude. You know what I mean? Just going. It's like that would be pretty simple. I feel like that would be right. I think that would work. You know,
I guess would be a way to do it, right? Yeah. If
I'm
that's
trying to give
a, if
any
it,
ideas. I'm saying,
yeah,
dude, it's
it's
like
probably
it
not a
seems
good
like
idea. They did have that balloon floating over us like last summer, right? The thing that took over the entire went from
yeah.
coast to coast, right?
I don't know what that was about. Yeah. They're just like, ah, it's a fucking balloon. Now they get the fucking what are those the drones or something? That's like big news. Yeah,
Yeah.
the drones and everything. I mean, the next door he has a fucking drone. He's always taking a look. I don't know, but supposedly he's bigger. I have no idea. It's crazy. It's like you can't pay attention, dude. The aliens are here. The Earth's flat. This is like you people
Yeah,
are fucking
yeah.
nuts, dude.
Yeah, like they shot the balloon down and they're like and then China had the balls to ask for the balloon back. Like imagine that, like just flying something illegally over someone and they shut it down. And you're like, yeah, can I have that back? It's like, no. Sorry.
Right. It's like playing in the yard and your ball goes into the fucking weird neighbor's yard.
Yeah. It's like, do you
You're like,
really
you're
want it
like,
back that
someone
bad?
hop the. Yeah, you're like, yeah, dude, you gonna hop the fence, dude? Go hop the fence. It's like, why don't we just
Yeah.
go knock on the door and see if we can get it, dude?
Someone's gonna be a
I don't know.
Dateline episode. That's what's gonna happen. It's you walk over there and like you never see little Timmy again,
It's terrible, dude. It's
right?
funny shit.
It's fucked up though, but I'm right. There's always that one house in the neighborhood.
Yeah, you're like, I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
you skip
Like
there,
that's where the
skip.
yeah. Ooh, which like Louis had that bit about how know where the pedophiles are. It's like
Right.
we don't have to, but what you need, like I have a kid, he needs to know. Don't if some fucking weird guy pulls up and he's like, "Hey, could you help me find my puppy?" Like you
Yeah.
don't go with that guy. You know what I
Right.
mean? He
Right.
needs to be like, "Oh, you really have a puppy? Let's find him. Let's go." You need to know who the fucking creeps are. You need that shit. That's self defense. Be
Yeah.
like, my kid would go fuck himself.
That's the house you skip on Halloween. You keep on going. You don't need to be there. You just want to be. You're in the state of caution.
Dude, this is gonna sound ridiculous, right? With kids, probably
Yep.
freshman year of high school, egging, right? Remember, we used to go egging, dressed in
Oh yeah.
black,
Yeah.
shaving cream, dude, just
Yep.
walking around the neighborhood, right? This fucking lady opens her door and you touch her. She's like, "Hey, you guys want some eggs?" And we're like, Yeah, I guess. Stranger, complete fucking stranger, right? We're like, all right, we're going to this lady's house. She's got like a rotisserie chicken in the middle of the table, and she starts like cutting it up and shit, dude. And she's like, hey, take these M80s and go blow them up in my fucking neighbor. My neighbor's an asshole, dude. It was wild, dude. We were like trying to leave. We were like, wait. She's like, no, no, just stay. It's like a fucked up Halloween, dude. It was just like it's something else, dude. It was like this lady's fucking crazy, dude. But you know, my friend, his BB gun shoot out a window, dude. It was like, dude, get the fuck out of here. This lady's on one, you know?
Was she hot
It
at
was
least?
something.
Was she good looking?
No, no,
Oh, it
no,
wasn't even
no,
like that,
no,
huh?
no, no. She was
Oh,
older. She was probably like
oh God.
50 or 60. Looked a little like run down, you know. But
Ah,
at the time we didn't know. She was probably like cracked out or something. I was like too young to
right.
know crack. You know what I mean? There was something wrong with her. She's definitely like manic. Some who lets a bunch
Yeah.
of teenagers in the house, you know? Maybe she thought like she had the idea like I'm gonna fuck all these kids, but we were
That's
like
what
too
I'm
weird
thinking.
to
That's
fucking yeah,
right.
that would have been
That's what I
nice,
was
dude.
thinking.
I wish it was like that. That would have been a really good story. You know, that would have been a
She's
good
like, hey
story.
guys, here you go. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
we're
all
like,
right.
yeah, fucking happy Halloween, bitch. Yeah, I'll stuff
Yeah.
that pumpkin. Yeah,
You imagine? It's like, hey, is that how
yeah,
you lose
that's
your
it,
virginity? I lost my virginity with my four best friends on Halloween night. It's just some crazy lady.
dude. Right. She asked me for eggs. We didn't. She meant hers.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Then she got pregnant, and we're trying to figure out which one was the dad.
Everyone's on Maury. They're all kids. That's
Yeah,
terrible, dude.
that's fucked up. But it could have happened. You never
Turns out
know.
it's none of us. It's
Yeah,
actually none of us, dude. Like,
yeah, I was sweating it out. You're like, oh shit, like, I don't want to go first. And that's
you
just
know
how
what
you
my
go in.
last one, though?
That's how you went. That's how you went trick or treating in the '90s in East Boston.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we were sure we were egging, you know, but you know, it comes a
Oh
time
yeah,
like my
egg.
kid didn't trick or treat. It's fucking
Right.
so fun. Like my girls, they're the same age. They both. She's turning 15. They're both a freshman in high school, right? And my
Yeah.
son didn't go trick, but he didn't go again either. You know what I mean? Like, they, it doesn't seem like kids do that shit anymore. At least
Right.
around
Right.
him and Brockman, right? But her daughter is like she lives in Norton, and or like well, she lives with me, but they're down in Norton. That's where like school and you know whatever. So they were like, yeah, we're going trick or treating, like me and my friends. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these kids? You know what I mean? But I guess like they didn't just, you know what I did? Like, one of they fucking do drugs or something, you know? It's a totally different thing. It's wild, you know? Like occasionally, like my kid will like skip school. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you fucking skip school. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, what are you going to do? But like my
Right.
girl, she never skipped school. So like her daughter never skipped school. So she don't get that, you know?
Yeah.
Different like parenting thing. I tell her like I had friends growing up whose parents like you know they were like under their thumb. You know what I mean? Just fucking on them. Like they would be like fucking you can't go near those kids. They'd be fucking in the house. It would just punish. Like there was a on Shelby Street in East Boston. You know in Day Square.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Spellies.
Oh yeah, sounds
So
familiar.
like Shelby Street, there was like one store, and this guy that ran the corner, it's not there anymore, right? But he used to sell us like hash and shit like that, dude. So there was this Italian kid. It doesn't matter his name, but he used to like get the hash off him and shit. And we used to call him like Collagio because he'd be like I'm like amongst it. And Collagio would like hang out with the gangsters in the fucking club, and his father would be like, "Sick, go in fucking club." And that was like how his parents treated him and shit. He'd be punished and everything. But he's dead. He like ended up overdosing, which is like sad. But it's just
Yeah.
like his parents were like, you would think that that wouldn't happen the way they
Right.
parented. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I
you
get you.
can't. There's no rhyme or reason to like what would happen. You know what I mean? You could be like on
Right.
top of your kid, or you could be like more liberal and let them go. But what they're gonna do is what they're gonna do. You know? So it's tough. It's tough having
True.
kids. You have any kids?
Yeah, I get two.
You
Two.
have any
It's
kids?
yeah. Yeah, they're young.
How old
Two
are
and
they?
2 and 5.
So like one's like kindergarten, the other one's like
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
still.
Yeah.
Oof.
Right. That fun stuff.
Yeah, you know, there's people like I've been with my girl for like 4 years or so now, and they're like, "Hey, you gonna have any kids together?" And just like they're in high school. No, we're not gonna have.
Like
Like, no, why would we
it's
start back at zero?
like
You know what I
it's
mean?
over. Right. You're almost in the clear.
over, dude. She got a girl, I got a boy. We're like the Brady Bunch. You know what I mean? It's like
There you
fucking
go.
leave it alone, dude. You know,
Right.
pro-choice, pro-choice. Yeah.
All right. Well, Kenny, well, thank you for joining me tonight here on the ID84 show. Kenny Capozzi, everyone. Kenny, where can everyone find you? Where they can plug you? What's all that? Where are they gonna find you on the interwebs?
This Wednesday I'll be in Worcester at the Pint. Saturday night I'm in New York City at Fair City Comedy Club, and Sunday my band is playing Cambridge Community Center at 12:30. It's some kind of flea market type thing with a bunch of bands. $2 to get in or some shit like that.
Nice. All right.
Should be
So you're
fun.
busy.
Check this out. Check this out. This is the album,
Oh,
dude.
that's nice. Nice.
Vinyl. Right, dude? Look at that. Come on. Come on.
That's pretty
You're a
sick.
baseball. Look at that shit,
Yeah,
dude.
that's sick.
Somebody. Somebody.
Can you
Everyone
buy that?
calls it Scambari. What?
Yeah.
Bandcamp. Bandcamp, you can order them 25 online with shipping or $20 if you see me somewhere at the show. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's Scambari Punk at Bandcamp. Just Google it and find it, you know? Or
Nice.
if you can probably send a link and shit. But we're moving them, dude. Sometimes it'll be like different fucking states and shit, dude. It's like
Yeah.
we're sending them out to like because people find it online, they're like a song and shit. It's going, dude. We put it out in May, just digitally, but we just have these 500 of these pressed, and I'm trying to get rid of them. Yeah, so it's fun. Hopefully, we'll be
Fuck
able to
yeah.
do some more someday. That'd be nice. Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
time. It's a good time.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. All right,
All
Kenny.
right, I
Cool.
appreciate you, man.
No
Thanks so
problem. We'll
much.
see. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right,
Have a great
take it
night.
easy. Bye, brother. Bye.
The I-84 Show.